There's a place in California where the water runs fast, the grapes ripen on the vine, and the snow falls from heaven. Join Gold Country native Corey Tapia and the people and places of El Dorado. Explore Tahoe's darkest depths and get hooked on its biggest monsters. Go on a high-tech scavenger hunt for treasures hidden in plain sight. Then free your heels so you can stomp your feet at the annual Telegrass Festival. Experience Lake Tahoe on Experience El Dorado. Experience El Dorado, a different kind of California. This Experience El Dorado tip is brought to you by Premier Power.
Howdy, this is Captain Gene St. Dennis of Blue Ribbon Sport Fishing, here to give you a few tips on catching your very own trophy Mackinaw. You want to start off with proper lure selection. When you're fishing these deeper waters, you need large lures with bills and color that wiggle and imitate a bait fish in distress that is trying to run from the Mackinaw. 90% of all large fish are lost when you try to net them. Make sure you put the fish in the middle of the net and scoop them up like a big ball of ice cream. For more information on Mackinaw trout fishing, visit us at experienceeneldorado.com.
South Lake Tahoe is one of El Dorado's richest treasures, and I'm about to cook up one of its tastiest treats. Tahoe's year-round playground is full of wonders. Whether angling for Big Mac trout, turning on to the telemark craze, or gaming the geocaching juggernaut, Tahoe's got something for everybody. Experience Lake Tahoe on Experience El Dorado. First, Corey bites into the lake's legendary Big Macs.
No, I thought this was just a fishing episode. Should I be like armored up here or something? Quiet on the tee. I feel like the first song at the dance just went on, and I'm not sure what girl to ask to dance. Is that the part where I go into my bathing suit or what? This is the most work I've ever done for a Big Mac before.
Tahoe's sparkling blue waters have attracted visitors for eons, from the Washoe people who named it to millionaire industrialists, even old Blue Eyes who caroused its casinos. But for a special breed of adventurer, it's what lies beneath the surface that reels them in. The lake's deep, cold waters are perfect for Mackinaw trout. Lake legend says they share the depths with some other monsters, too.
Oh, sweet. Tower to boat, we have you on the radar.
Good morning.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, a man my size was hoping for a bigger boat, but I'm sure you guys know what you're doing. How you doing, Gene?
Good morning, sir. Good to see you.
Good morning. Now I'm no fisherman, but from what I'm told, I'm here with two of South Lake Tahoe Mac Masters, huh?
Gene's the Mac Master and definitely my favorite guy to fish with on the lake.
Awesome.
Well, I've been fishing the lake since '81. I've been guiding on the lake for 10 years now. This is the PT 109, and she welcomes you to Lake Tahoe.
All right, so before we go after the big fish, we got to go catch some small fish. From what I understand, the Big Macs like minnows.
It's a really fragile environment up here, and they don't want any introduced species getting into the lake. So,
Sure.
So we can only use the native minnows.
Do I just grab it like a shrimp? I mean, what am I?
Yeah, just treat them gently.
Hey, Fred, we're gonna take a dip this morning. I actually want to bring you to safety for a moment. Just in case we don't catch anything, here's my catch of the day.
Looks like Corey's trying to get some shots for the family album.
Now, I've eaten a lot of Big Macs in my life. Today, I'm gonna try to catch one. But the great thing about Tahoe is it's not just about the fishing. You're surrounded by some of the most beautiful mountains in the Sierras, and of course, the serenity here of Emerald Bay.
Emerald Bay is one of the meccas for all the recreational boaters and tourists of the lake. This is the only island in the lake. And on top of Finnet Island is the tea house. It was used by Mrs. Knight to have tea readings when she was younger.
Laura J. Knight, a wealthy widow who financed Lindbergh's Atlantic flight, built Viking's Home as a summer retreat. To hook into a Big Mac, you've got to go deep. The fish feed at depths between 100 and 300 feet. Cal traces Tahoe's steep shoreline to find just the right spot. Combined with technology, he gets a bead on the lake's biggest lunkers.
The cow is shaped like a bathtub. Flat on the bottom, steep on the sides. And its bottom is granite composition, so it holds its water very, very well. We're gonna head up past Sugar Pine Point, see if we can find some Mackinaw.
178. There's a transducer on the back of the boat, and it's sending out waves of sound, pulses. And when those pulses hit the bottom, they bounce back to the boat. It measures the difference in time, and it tells what the depth is. This dark line right here, this indicates where the bottom is. And this number over here is telling us how deep it is.
How many feet deep?
1,648 feet.
1,648 feet deep.
If you took the water out of the lake, spread it out across California, it'd be a foot deep all over the state.
The reason the Macs like Lake Tahoe is because it's an absolutely perfect lake for them. Ice cold water and it's clear. This is one of the main spawning beds here at the Tahoe City Shelf.
Okay.
There you are, sir.
All right.
Find his rear end and then through the mouth.
I went through his chin. Is that okay?
Okay, bring her down.
There we
you
go.
Got him.
How's that?
All the way through.
All the way through?
I don't hook yourself.
Okay. Anybody bring any hand sanitizer? My hands smell. Last time I had a fishing pole, we had a bobber on the end. I got a funny feeling that's not going to work with this.
Your bobber system would have a tough time working in 200 feet of water.
The Dodger puts out the same impulses as a feeding fish.
It sashays back and forth at slow speed
Right.
with the bait behind it.
They can feel vibrations in the water. When they feel the vibrations from the Dodger, they think it's another big fish feeding.
What we do with our downriggers is we put out our presentation.
You're going to have to use English with me, Gene. What's a downrigger?
The 12-pound downriggers keep the bait at an exact depth to tempt hungry Macs.
Gene's really a one-man band at this point, but I'm sure Cal and I'll chime in.
Well, yeah, Gene's doing all the work, though. We're fortunate. We're just the spectators here.
We're here for support.
It wouldn't be a fishing trip without tall tales.
I'm not sure what that is.
I think it's a Norwegian osprey.
Corey can't stop wondering about Tessie, Tahoe's version of the Loch Ness monster.
Now, does the Tahoe Loch Ness Bigfoot thing have a name or what?
Tahoe Tessie. We're over by Cave Rock and we actually got to see something break the water, submerge, and head back out to sea. And we could actually see the dark shape under the water. All I can tell you is it was a large aquatic creature. Or else somebody in a...
All these stories are good, but what's important is when I get home to my wife, I gotta tell her I caught the big one, or at least one.
Suddenly, the telltale sign of a Big Mac strike.
Gene, is this the part where you're supposed to say fish on?
Fish on.
Fish on?
Here, rod it and reel. Reel now, reel now, reel now. Keep it up. Reel. Hand up here, reel.
Oh, hand up here. All
Reel
right.
now, reel now. Quick, no,
Okay.
reel. Bring your rod up. Bring your rod up, keep it up.
Wow, there's something large on the other end of this.
And it's a fighter, too. Look at that.
That's it, Carl. That's it.
I need a neck rub?
Nice fish. Nice
right.
fish. That's a lake trout, guys.
Woo! Hey, baby, let's go! Look at this! Wow! Goodness! Gill plank.
Just hold them. Just hold them.
Sorry.
Now that's a keeper. Looks like Corey got his shot after all.
This is my first
That's the money
living
shot.
Big Mac.
Hello?
Hey, honey, this is me. I wanted to let you know I stopped by the store, made the bank deposit, and then you told me to go out and catch a 6-pound Mackinaw fish, and I just got that done. Just wanted to let you know I'm, marking off those honeydews.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
So there you have it. We've been chasing and fishing and catching, and it's Big Mac tonight. But next time, I want to see a glimpse of Tessie, the lake monster. You're a good fish.
Tracking with satellites next on Experience El Dorado.
This Experience El Dorado tip is brought to you by YellowPages.com.
Hi, I'm Brian Renkin, and we're here in South Lake Tahoe to do some geocaching. Before we get started, I want to give you a few tips so that we can have a successful adventure. First things first, we're going to set a waypoint here at the car so we can finish where we started. On longer hunts, you want to make sure to bring extra supplies. You need a pen to sign your name in the logbooks, extra batteries for your GPS, and make sure to bring water because you always want to stay hydrated. And lastly, you want to remember to do your part. CETO, cash in, trash out. For more information on geocaching, go to experienceeneldorado.com. Now grab that GPS and go caching.
Tahoe's spectacular scenery dazzles the eyes. But what's unseen are hundreds, maybe thousands of treasures hidden all around the lake.
So now this thing's supposed to...
Get up. We're lost.
That's good to hear. I never embarrass you.
Oh, is that right, Daddy?
Let's find the geocache. I'm here with my daughter in South Lake Tahoe, where we're going to learn all about geocaching, a worldwide phenomenon, and quite a following here in El Dorado. We're with Brian Rankin today, also known as the Power Cacher.
Yes.
Geocaching, what does that mean?
It's high-tech treasure hunting. It's an interesting marriage of both technology and the outdoors. You get to get stuff set up on the computer, find the geocaches, and then you program it into your GPS and you get the heck off your chair and outside into the sunlight.
Of 800,000 caches worldwide, more than 3,000 are in El Dorado. Each spring, eager seekers join Tahoe's geocaching treasure hunt, the largest geocaching event in the West.
We're going to use a GPS unit just like this here.
Okay.
And this uses satellites to tell you where you're at.
What are we typing in?
It's coordinates. You just choose a waypoint, hit go to, and it'll give you an arrow and a distance. It'll take you within 10 feet of the cache, and then you just got to look around for it. On the website, you go there, you choose where you're at, and it'll give you a list of all the caches around you.
All right, well, I'm excited. This should be fun. And this is something that I can bring Alexa with, right?
Absolutely.
Are you ready to go geocaching?
I think so.
There's no cell service, so you're not going to be able to text. All right, so it's not obvious, but somewhere right here around us, there's a cache.
I got a couple of GPSs for you. I got a nice blue one that'll match your top.
Thank
Perfect.
you very
And
much.
a gray one for you.
Okay.
I've got them already keyed in for the waypoint that we're going to.
Okay.
Says we're 51 feet away from it, gives you an arrow.
And what do you call these people out here that are non-geocache?
A muggle.
In order to distance myself from that muggle status, we got to go find a geocache.
We need to go find a geocache.
So now this thing's supposed to... No, this way. I'm trying to find a muggle that would help me read this GPS system. So you've never geocached? You know you're a muggle? I don't want to be a muggle either, but I am a muggle for right now.
What are you trying to find? A muggle? What's that?
Lex, are you helping?
I'm looking.
No, you're not.
What?
You're text messaging. It says we're 7 feet away, 4 feet away.
You're looking for a little round object.
I see lots of gum and boogers. Oh my goodness, Lexa, grab it. So
tiny.
it's
That literally
tiny.
This is an example of a micro cache. We have to sign our names to this. So we open it up here. Right here you can see it says FTF. That's the first to find.
I think I'm gonna let Alexa sign it. She did find it. Now that was fun, almost like a treasure hunt. We found our first town geocache. Now let's go after our first wilderness adventure. Shut off your phone. Shut off your phone. Why can't you just stop texting for a moment and enjoy the evergreen? Who are you talking to? Just give me that. Who are you talking to?
I'm texting your son.
It doesn't matter. No texting means no texting. We have a zero tolerance policy.
Dad.
1,
Ew.
2.
I'm turning it off, Corey.
Now, thank you. I have the power. I have the power.
Okay.
And just remember the hills are alive. Well, tell me a little bit about where we're going.
You can't quite see it from here, but by the time we get to the cache, you will be able to see a great view of Emerald Bay.
What do you think, Lexa? Is this better than going to class?
Yes. Dad.
Oh, it's a look at the Irish. I never embarrass you.
Oh, is that right, Daddy? And he dances to Michael Jackson when he drops me off at school. Like that.
You do the moonwalk?
Yeah.
You can't even do the moonwalk.
I don't have good moves?
No, you don't.
I'm not a good dancer?
Correct.
Huh. So what do you think, Brian? You think maybe I got a typo on my GPS and it's really just 10 feet away?
I don't think so. We missed the turnoff somewhere.
Did we?
Yes. I've certainly been lost in the woods before.
Brian, there's two things I don't want to hear today. Look out, there's a bear coming at you. And the other one is you telling me let's just keep walking.
We'll just keep walking. I think we're lost.
Well, that's good to hear. There's another one of those things you don't want to hear.
Because geocaching takes place outdoors,
Part of the adventure is in fact coming into obstacles like this. Oh, God!
Get up. Oh, God.
players almost always face the unknown.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Not even
Are
fair.
you okay?
All right, we're getting closer, guys. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is our geocache?
6,400 feet, Rubicon Point used to be the highest working lighthouse in the U.S.
Oh, this is gross.
It's stuck somewhere on one of those metal brackets.
Aha! I found the final geocache.
I found the first one.
There's a whole narrative on there in case muggles find the thing.
All right,
I
so
think
we
we
look.
should both sign it in.
We should both sign it. After a day of geocaching, I'm pooped. Could you close the door? Please, can I have some privacy?
Free your heels to free your mind. Next.
This Experience Eldorado tip is brought to you by Marlin Crawler.
I'm Gary Bell with Sierra Ski and Cycle Works. I'm here to give you a couple of tips on being safe while you're traveling in the backcountry. There's 4 main things I like to bring in the backcountry you should always have. If anything happens to anybody out there, even just a little cut, you got your first aid, you can take care of it. A probe is going to help you if an avalanche goes down, but before you probe, you've got to have your avalanche beacon. It sends out that electronic signal so that you can locate a buried person. Then lastly, a shovel. Once you've located that buried person, you need to be able to dig him out of the snow. For more information on backcountry skiing, visit us online at experienceeldorado.com.
Finally, Corey tries the Tahoe two-step at the annual Telegrass Festival.
It's like being on the ledge of the Empire State Building. Don't look down. Oh. Wow.
I told you to stop.
Chances are, I'm gonna break a leg.
Tahoe is a favorite destination of skiers and snowboarders everywhere. But it also attracts a different make of mountain maven. Each spring, telemark skiers and bluegrass pickers descend on the Sierra at Tahoe Ski Resort for 2 days of races, freestyle tricks, music, and some good mountain nectar.
We're here at Sierra at Tahoe, host of this year's 6th annual Telegrass Festival, a meeting of 2 Eldorado mountain subcultures, telemark skiing and bluegrass music. Now we have something for everybody today, and Kirsten of Sierra at Tahoe is going to tell us all about today's festival.
Hi, welcome to Sierra.
Thank you. What are we going to see today?
We're going to see a lot of different things today. We're going to see telemark clinics, a lot of really good bluegrass music. We're going to see some park demonstrations by really good telemark skiers. And we're going to see some races that'll really get your heart pumping. And, of course, we're going to have a lot of beer.
I don't know what telemark skiing is.
Well, telemark skiing is actually one of the oldest forms of skiing. They invented it in Norway as a mode of transportation. And it's you bend one knee and then you bend the other knee. It's a way to control your speed. It's a way to get through challenging downhill conditions. And it's experiencing a resurgence, particularly here in Northern California.
Really?
So you have a lot of people who enjoy backcountry skiing, and telemarking is a great way to go backcountry skiing because it's easy to go up and it's fun to come down. I can't get home waterbound, and I can't get home way down in North Carolina.
Here we are with Cal. Now, from what I understand, you're the godfather of this event, right? You're putting this thing on?
Yeah, we're making it happen.
This has got to be one of the largest bluegrass festivals.
Oh, I don't know if it's the largest bluegrass festival, but it is the largest telemark and bluegrass festival.
Well, there. You know, you got to have a first in something. What are you doing here? Are you making some sand castles, but with snow?
I did that one.
Oh, yeah? Now, you guys know not to eat the yellow snow, right?
Yeah.
Never want to eat yellow snow.
Because it might be pee.
It might be pee. Could be pee, could be Red Bull. It's all nice and packed. All right. There you go, look at that.
The proper snow castle.
Oh, oh. Oh, wow, yours is way better than mine. Are you mad at me? You have your arms crossed. Are you everything okay?
Knocked over my thing.
Did I? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hey, I think it's time to go.
Banned from building any more snow castles, it's time for
Dave,
Corey
what's
to
going on,
gear up.
brother? Dave, this is a really small room. A man my size shouldn't be in here. I'm sure I'm breaking a fire code. Is this a right foot or a left foot?
That is a right foot. We've got cotton socks on. Don't you know cotton is a killer?
Well, no, I didn't get that memo. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta put 2 of these on? I'm in, brother.
You're a gene skier too?
Oh, bro, I don't own anything like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let you know right here, right now, that chances are, I'm gonna break a leg. People walking these feel like RoboCop.
I told you to stop.
Anything else you want to tell me? Like,
faster and faster till your thrill of speed overtakes your fear of death. That's what it's all about.
Hey, Dave, thanks, bro. I'm really glad you're here. I feel a lot more confident than I did before I walked in.
I'm thinking he's looking like a big gaper with those things on.
Wow. All right. Well, you don't have to have any type of thesaurus to know what gaper was.
Once outfitted, Corey gets some valuable telemarking tips.
Stop looking down.
All right. So that's your first thing. Don't look down. It's like being on the ledge of the Empire State Building. Don't look down.
Keep sidestepping up. There you go. Look at you.
As soon as I do get up to the top here, and I do ski down, it's gonna be worth it. I made it to the ski lift. What a fantastic view from up here. Now here we go. Free your heels. It's like freeing your mind.
Free your heels, Corey.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still not feeling the hill. That's the hill. I'm having great fun. I'm looking forward to taking out these snowboarders. Oh, they made it okay. Now that I have a new appreciation for this telemark skiing, let's go see how the pros do it.
Kenyon Clayton is a 16-year-old free-heeled phenom who takes telemarking to the terrain park.
So here we are, about 50, 60 feet above Broadway, and I'm meeting the Canyon. Tell me a little bit about what you love about telemark skiing.
It's different. I like that. So you get kind of more respect in a sense that no one else is really doing what you're doing. It's just a challenge too.
Now, how long have you been telemark skiing?
5 years now.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
And before that?
I was alpine skiing since I was 2.
Oh, so you started late.
Yep.
These free-heeled hucksters do more than just high-flying stunts. The tight turns of the gate race are a festival favorite.
Aaron, where are you? Come on, Aaron! Look at that.
I think my guy won. Woo!
Wow, look at that. You know what? You know how to pick your ponies. It wouldn't be a festival without festivities. So here we are with some mountain ale and some foot-stompin music.
Beneath the snow, Sierra's grass may be blue. Along with telemark skiing, El Dorado is home to one of California's hottest bluegrass scenes.
So there you have it. An old new way of skiing, some down-home music. What's not to like about the Telegrass Festival?
Well, that's it for this episode, and that's no fishtail. Plus, it looks like Corey got all the shots he needs for the family album. Join us next time on Experience El Dorado. Next time on an all-new episode of Experience El Dorado.
My name's Crazy Legs. I'm here at the El Dorado County Fair on the largest portable roller coaster in California. Go! Here we go! I'm actually the owner of the fair, so if you'd like cotton candy, tell him Corey sent you over. Don't look inside.